Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sistas. We are going to talk about some habits we have, maybe some pet peeves, like some routines that we have to do if they don't get done correctly.
Tracy, how did you think of this?
I had a dream
Oh my.
about habits, and so I thought it'd be interesting to talk about on a podcast.
Okay, so let's go habits, and then if it maybe rolls into pet peeves,
Okay.
we probably both got some of those habits and pet peeves.
Yeah, my biggest habit is I have to have chapstick.
Which you forgot tonight.
I did. It's like glued to me.
Is it killing you that you forgot chapstick?
Actually, I keep going to my purse to get it when I was upstairs, and I'm like, shit, I don't have it.
Uh-huh. I mean, I could be a nice sister and give you some chapstick, but you won't like it.
I don't like peppermint or mint.
I have some that aren't.
I only like the original, this is not an endorsement, original black chapstick brand chapstick. It can't be generic. It can't be anything else. It has to be chapstick.
Yeah, okay. So now you're on the struggle bus tonight
because
you forgot the chapstick.
But I'm going to make it.
I mean, how did it even get out of your purse?
I don't even know. I think somebody took it.
I did ask you if it was in your pocket when you got here.
Yeah, it's not, because that's what I usually do with it.
Okay.
But it was not.
So I still want to know how it got out of your purse. So that's a habit. But yeah. Okay, you were telling me earlier today when we were kind of talking about this. What are some of your other habits? Or routines? Like, you could just switch to routines. You have a lot of habits, but go to a routine.
Alcohol's a habit, right?
That's always a
Margaritas are our habit.
Yes.
Okay, so, like, when I get home from work, I have something. I come home, I take the dogs out, I feed the dogs, let them out, and then I have to go in, take my shoes off in the spare bedroom, and socks, and then I go to where we put the laundry and take off my scrubs, and then I go to the bathroom to put on my pajamas. If something in there messes it up, I can't function.
Okay, but what if? So you're talking like you're doing this at 4:00.
3:40.
Yeah, let's remind our listeners of this.
Yeah.
What happens if you're coming over here that night, or you're going out to dinner that night? You change again out of your pajamas into clothes.
Some days. I didn't today. Today I put this straight on because I knew we were going to go outside.
I'm like, those are not pajamas.
My dogs wanted to be outside, so I just put on regular clothes. I have on jean shorts and a t-shirt.
So we just messed you up because you couldn't put on your pajamas.
Yeah, I think that's maybe why I'm fidgety tonight.
That's probably why you forgot your chapstick.
Could be.
Is because you're out of sync.
Well, and does everybody have a morning routine that you have to do the same thing in the morning?
I mean, we know you do.
You don't, Lisa?
Well, I get up every morning and I shower. I shower every morning, even if I'm not going anywhere. I shower.
Yeah.
But when I get out of bed, I have to grab my part of my clothes that I'm putting on for the day.
Okay.
So like my undergarments.
Yeah.
Then I go into the bathroom. Then I shower. Then I get out of the shower. I brush my teeth.
Wow.
Put my deodorant on. Then I put my clothes on. Then I go into the bedroom and put my clothes on.
Okay, so if something went haywire in there and you couldn't do it in that order, would that throw your whole day off?
No.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I think I have a little OCD. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think you
probably do. Because my morning, I get up, I go straight to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth. Then I have to go in one room to get part of my clothes. I have to go in the other room to get another part of my clothes. Then I shower and blow dry my hair. And then I take the dogs out and get my lunch ready. If something were to mess up in there, my day would be thrown off all day. I wouldn't be able to focus and it'd be hard to function.
Oh my gosh. I
know, isn't that ridiculous?
That's a problem. There's gotta be. So what happens on the days that Chris works from home? and the dogs are already out.
Then I don't have to worry about that.
So that doesn't throw your day off because you know what's already happening.
Yes, that's planned.
That's a planned routine.
If it's not planned, that's when it really throws me off.
Okay, so is that more of a habit or is that more OCD?
I think it's more OCD.
Okay, so we got a little OCD, a little habit going on here.
So earlier we were making pasta for dinner.
Yes.
And we were talking about the shapes of pasta and what sauce they have to go with. Do you have preferences, Lisa?
Okay, well, first you have to say that I did say I have half this noodle and half the other noodle. I'm just going to mix those noodles together. That might have was going to throw you over the edge because I mixed two different noodles together. Yeah. But I can say that I will not put white sauce on a spaghetti noodle.
Oh, yeah, you can't. Only spaghetti noodles only get spaghetti sauce.
Red sauce.
Nothing else.
Red sauce.
Fettuccine
only gets white sauce.
Yes.
But elbow noodles could go either way.
Nope, they're only for mac and cheese.
Well, no, but what if you're making like goulash or something? Then they get red. And you're putting...
Do we use that for goulash?
Yeah.
Oh.
So those could go either way.
We don't eat a lot of goulash, so I don't know. It's not my favorite.
So only the type of noodle. So that again is...
Yeah, like ziti noodles, they can only be in ziti.
Baked ziti, which is red.
Yes, they cannot have white sauce. I will not eat them in anything else. The noodles have to match. And if somebody makes the noodles that don't match the sauce, I have a hard time eating it.
So that's why you only ate half your dinner tonight.
No.
Because I gave you mixed noodles. And even Kaden noticed that I gave you mixed noodles, that I had mixed noodles. He even said, Mom, are these noodles different?
I tried to cover it up.
You did. You legitly did try to cover it. And I was like, maybe they are? Because I needed to use up some noodles.
We made sure we had enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so what else is
What do you have? You haven't really said anything about any of your habits.
Oh, I have lots. I think Brian was trying to chime in there on my habits. Well, like I have the same routine every morning and at night that I do, but like habits, like a habit, like I like to touch my face a lot.
Oh, yeah.
To me, that's a habit. Like
yes.
Or like some people twirl their hair.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
I'm not a twirler of the hair.
You are.
Well,
you have been lately.
Only because it was driving me nuts. But now I have a haircut, so maybe it'll be better. We'll see.
That's more of a habit.
That's more of a habit.
Are tattoos habits?
Well, they could be for you. A tattoo could be your habit. I was trying to think of what else I have that it's a habit for me.
Oh, your clothes. You can't change your clothes.
Yes, I was thinking that when you were talking about getting dressed earlier. So yes. So once I'm dressed for the day, I'm dressed for the day until I go to bed. But if you did notice today,
I did.
I put shorts on when I got home because I had dress pants on.
That usually doesn't bother you because you're usually cold and leave them on.
Well, I was hot because we were sitting outside and it was nice out today. And so when Lacey and I were sitting outside, I was so hot because I also have long sleeves on a 74-degree day. I went in and put shorts on. I was trying to tan my legs. But normally, even if I'm in dress clothes, whether it's a skirt, a dress pants, if I'm dressed for the day, I will not change until I go to bed. I can't do it. I'm like, why would I want to change my clothes?
Well, like me, I just put on my pajamas. I want to take my bra off, but I never do because I'm afraid somebody's going to come to the door.
But then again, if you decide 4 hours later, spur of the moment, hey, let's go to dinner or let's do this,
That doesn't happen.
you have to change again.
That's okay.
And that's what I don't want to do.
But then I save those clothes. I lay them on our spare bed, and I wear them the next time I go out.
But you're still changing them.
It takes 2 seconds to change your clothes. Okay, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, once I'm dressed, I'm dressed.
Yeah.
There is no changing of the clothes for me. I'm staying in it more than likely. It's staying, especially in the winter. I do this more in the winter because I'm cold, and so if I take my clothes off to change my clothes, then I'm gonna get more cold when I could just stay in my clothes until I go to bed.
That makes sense.
In the summer, I would tend to change my bottoms a little more from like dress pants to shorts if I'm not,
Can you wear dress capris to work?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you could wear capris or a skirt.
A skirt. I wear a lot of skirts in the summer. Yeah. So then I'm not really changing much.
Yeah.
But yes, still.
Well, I guess it's different for you because I wear scrubs to work. I can't come home and stay in my scrubs all day. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
Right.
Because it's where I work, it's really, really cold. And so I wear 3 long sleeves at work. But then by the time I get home, I'm sweating so bad.
True. So that could be a big difference too. So yeah, a difference between yeah. What would you say? Do you have any big pet peeves?
The toilet lid.
Oh gosh, we covered that in our very first episode.
Biggest pet peeve is not putting the toilet lid down.
Yeah. One of my pet peeves is when people, I was gonna say Brian, but I'll say people, are chewing gum and they chomp on it.
Oh, I can't stand. You can watch is it the football coach?
Yes.
That doesn't. It drives me nuts.
Oh my gosh. And for the record, he probably won't hear us upstairs right now, but I did have gum on the Arizona trip, but I wasn't giving it to him.
Please. That's all we heard the whole time.
I know. Anybody have gum?
Anybody have gum? Anybody have gum?
Not doing it. I'm not going down that road.
Yeah, I can't handle that's. Yeah, I guess that's a pet peeve too.
That is a pet peeve. Or chomping.
Eating with your mouth open. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Or talking with your mouth full.
Those do it for me. Those will put me over the edge. Yes. What other pet peeves do you have, Tracy? Do you have any others?
I have if people are late for work. Oh. That really drives me crazy.
Yes.
I show up every day on time, and the call-ins are ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I'm always early.
Me too.
If I'm not early, then I'm probably not going to show up. You think about it, it's like we're talking about it, and I'm like, maybe I should have just made a freaking list because I'm sure I have a ton of pet peeves.
I know.
And habits. And then when you're thinking about it in the moment, it's like, well, gosh, what are some of those?
One of my pet peeves is when you wear shoes and the tongue's not straight. Our producer, Chris, has his shoes on and his tongue was crooked, and it was driving me crazy. But I didn't fix it, and he just stood there laughing at me.
Yeah. But then you bent down to look at something on his knee. Yeah. And he was like, why didn't you fix my tongue if it was bothering you on my shoe?
Yeah, that's too far.
It's too much further down. Yeah. Another one of mine, which I can't see this bothering you, Tracy. I'm just going to go on a wild limb here. Every morning, literally every morning, when I get up, the alarm goes off, Brian gets up, goes in, starts getting ready. When I get up, get out of bed, I make the bed as I'm getting out it.
But
Brian
somebody
does.
else does it.
Somebody else doesn't.
Actually, no, that's not true. Lately, I've been pulling the sheet and cover over to hopefully get one of our dogs out of bed because 2 of our 3 dogs don't like to get up in the mornings.
Oh.
They like to get up and eat, and then they come back to bed with me because we get up at different times.
Right. Yeah. Well,
so I do. It bothers me more now that people can see my bedroom.
Where before you had an upstairs bedroom and nobody went up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does.
I will say in Brian's defense, he does not sleep under the covers. He sleeps on top of the covers. But then I put a blanket on top of the quilt comforter so that he doesn't get all sweaty and gross on that. So he sleeps on that. But then he has a side pillow that he sleeps with and a blanket that if he gets cold. But he'll just leave that like flopped all over the place.
Well, who's going to see it?
Well, if you go into our bedroom.
Why would I go in your bedroom?
Well, if you went into the bathroom and you happened to peek your head into our bedroom, you would see it.
So are you calling me Snoopy?
Maybe. I mean, it's better than calling you something else.
Right?
Might as well call you Snoopy.
Yeah.
That
That makes sense.
That's
yeah.
pet peeve of mine.
Chris has a pet peeve. Can I tell you about this one?
Yes.
So when the radio's going, the volume has to be on even numbers. It cannot be on odd numbers. So you know how your shirt has numbers?
Uh-huh.
If it's on a 7 or 9, he turns it to an 8 or 10.
Okay. Now let's get it correct. It's even numbers or multiples of 5.
Oh, I didn't know the multiples
so
of
5s or zeros or even numbers.
Oh.
But no odd numbers.
No odd numbers. Okay.
I have no idea why.
But
it drives me crazy.
15 is an odd number. And
yes, but it's a multiple of 5.
True. So you can't do 17.
No.
And you can't do 19.
It can be a multiple of 5 or it can be an even number.
Okay.
Everything else drives me nuts. And I don't know why.
So interesting you say that because I've caught myself at my day job when I'm like, I don't really design a lot because I'm not very good at like making graphics and things like that. But if I'm like helping with like our newsletter or something and I'm changing the font on something to make it like bigger or smaller, you know, so like our people can read it, I will only put it at an even number.
Oh.
Our font size can only be 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. I can't go any bigger than 24.
That's kind of similar.
So it's similar. I won't do an odd number. Even though like it might, like 17 might look a little better than 16, but 18 might be too big. I have to pick 16 or 18.
Oh my goodness. Well, when we were on our trip to Arizona, Chris noticed several times that the volume was odd numbers, and he'd be like, "It's on an odd
number." Especially when I was in the front seat. It was killing me at times.
Oh my gosh! I've not ever known that. That is funny.
It was killing me.
Yeah, like oh man.
And it's not just the radio. It tends to be the thermostat. You name it. It just I prefer even numbers or multiples of 5, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I do too. Like I
turn the volume on what you want. Make the font what you want.
Well, I don't like the volume loud, so mine's always low.
Yeah, it is. Unless it's a song you like.
Then I.
But as long as it's even or multiple of 5, it can be low.
True. It's usually on 5. Maybe 6.
Now you're probably going to pay attention to that when you're driving.
Yeah, like what is it on? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Huh. Yeah.
Let's see. Can we talk about dog walkers?
Oh, that's a pet peeve.
Yeah, we have quite a few dogs in our neighborhood that walk. And there's a few of them that don't pick up their dog poop. And our dogs don't leave our backyard, so I know it's not them.
You need to just start being like Brian at the old house, and if he saw somebody doing that, he would get up and go out there.
We should make a sign. Pick up your damn dog poop.
Yeah, that's appropriate, Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See how far that gets you when you do
Probably
that.
Not very far.
Or like another pet peeve is like Beth and I had to go to we had to go find a plant today because one of our members So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to say this. One of our members' significant others passed away. And so we went to find a plant. We were going to drop it off on our step. So first we go to Earl May. They have no plant that she was looking for. So then we have to go to Lowe's. We find the plant. So then we end up at Hy-Vee because we have to get a card from Hy-Vee.
Lowe's has cards.
We didn't see a single card in Lowe's. We must not have been in the right spot.
You probably weren't.
Yeah. We didn't need a construction card. We needed a sympathy card.
Yeah.
So we go to Hy-Vee. We go right back. We find the card. Walk through the flower section, which is on the way to the checkout. We go to the checkout. Then I'm like, do you want coffee? My treat today. Do you want coffee?
Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we go, they have them there in the grocery store.
Yeah.
So we go there and we stand in line. There's a small line. This is at like 9:30-ish, 10 o'clock in the morning.
People need their coffee.
But you know what the person in front of us was doing?
No.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you weren't there. She was going to check out with 2 things of Starbucks creamer that she got from the freaking back.
What?
She brought it up to the counter.
What'd they say?
The girl checked her out.
They can check people out from Target?
Why was not at Target? Why didn't she had to go past the checkout lanes.
To get
to
oh my goodness.
The Starbucks. I thought, oh, maybe she's going to order coffee. So this whole entire time that we're waiting in line, Beth is holding a 12-pack of water. And so she, so, Tracy, just tell me what puzzle piece you want.
That one.
This one. Okay. I'm like, Beth, why don't I just run these out to the car quick and then I'll come back in? And she's like, well, then it'll be my treat because you're not going to be back in time. I'm like, I'm fast. I was out there and back in by the time the lady even had finished checking out with her 2 bottles of coffee creamer.
Did she order coffee then?
No!
I would think that would be a rule. You have to order coffee to check out here.
Yes. And I kind of thought they were separate.
I did too. I didn't know they were connected.
Maybe because it was Starbucks coffee creamer?
No.
I don't think that matters. But that is a pet peeve of mine. Like, don't go there and check out when you could have went to a self-checkout or you could have went to the one and only register that was open.
Yeah, one of mine is people that have full carts piled high going through self-checkout.
Oh.
When I only have 1 or 2 items, I'm like, are you serious? Because most places don't have a lot of registers open anymore.
No, and that's why they're taking their full cart through there.
But the ones that are open, they should wait in line for them.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take them 20 hours.
But like this morning, there was only 1 checkout lady. And then it was the self-check.
Well, yeah, she had 2 creamers. She could have self-checked.
Maybe she doesn't like self-check.
I don't either because I don't get paid to do it.
Exactly. I think a lot of people feel that
I would
way.
rather, but I don't like waiting in line because I'm very impatient.
We know.
And so I have to go to self-checkouts when I have a few things. But I don't go to the store a lot because certain places scare me.
That might be just a whole nother topic, but I do want to know what scares you.
The people.
People scare you.
Okay, can I mention a department store?
I probably would be vague.
As long as you're not defaming them.
No, I won't be. Okay, so Walmart. We'll say Walmart.
Okay, say it.
There are I have anxiety around a lot of people. So I can't handle going into Walmart and trying to shop because there's so many people that sometimes you run into them or they're going so fast or I'm paying attention and they hit you. So one day I went to Walmart to get something. I walked in the door. Oh, and you have to use the right doors.
Oh, yes.
So I walk in the right door and...
define right door. You have to go in the, quote, right door as in the one that says, welcome, enter here.
Yes.
That's what Tracy is considering
Yes.
as the right door.
So I went in that door
Mhm.
and I stopped like just before the self-checkouts that are right there. And I looked up, there were so many people, I turned around and walked out. I couldn't even go in.
God.
My anxiety was so bad. But
people are gonna just think you're a hot mess
I am.
on this show.
I am very.
Yeah.
I can handle little stores as long as they're not busy. But I don't know.
I mean, Lord only knows we do not want to tell people what your least favorite store is because you think that's a holy hot mess.
It is.
And then there's just stuff everywhere, and it starts with a T and ends with an X.
They have good deals, and they have good stuff sometimes. But you can't walk through the aisles. You can't shop. Nothing's in the right spot. It needs organized. I think it's like a glorified Goodwill, kind of, but not used stuff.
Okay.
Because it's very messy. And they might only have one thing of that item, so if you have to take it back, you're screwed.
You're screwed. You're not getting another item of that choice. No.
So no, that's my least favorite store.
I think we all seem to kind of have. I think everybody has a lot of pet peeves and habits, and then maybe some. Like I know there's some stuff that I probably do that I don't realize I do.
Yes.
Or like things that I say that I don't maybe realize that I say. But it's, again, a habit. So like you're just used to doing it.
Yes.
And it's not easy to break a habit if you've been doing it for a while.
Like not having my chapstick right now.
Yeah, you're stuck for a bit.
My lips are so dry.
You're going to be busting out of here the minute we're done with this podcast. Because...
No, I don't even have my card. Because we had to bring Chris's car.
So, I just thought you brought it because it was nice out.
Well, yeah, we did. But it doesn't have chapstick in it. My car has chapstick in it.
Oh, that's where you were going with the whole car. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris wanted to ride. He has a Mustang and wanted to ride the top down. So we had to bring his car.
Yeah. And the whole time, Lacey and I were sitting out on the front step. I'm like, watch bring in Tracy's car. They could totally didn't think that it was nice out. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't know Chris's car.
Yeah.
I mean, she was barking.
Do you think that pets have habits?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Really?
Mine do.
What?
Like on the weekends, we don't set an alarm so we don't get up, but they're awake pretty much every weekend at 5:30.
Well, I don't know if that's a habit. I mean,
they do it every day.
It kind of is. Kind of, like they say daylight savings doesn't affect dogs.
Oh, that's not true.
Or animals. I don't think daylight savings. I mean, like they're still gonna get up. Like since we do daylight savings here, when we spring ahead, so we spring that hour ahead. They're still gonna get up at 7 when it's really 8.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Or when we fall back, they're gonna get up at 6 instead of 7.
Yeah.
Because they think it's 7 still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs can't tell time.
No, but they have sense. Like, so one of my other routines I do before I leave to go to work, I go to every dog, pet their head, usually give them a kiss on the head, tell them I love them, and then when I walk out the door, I'm like, bye guys, make sure you're good, I love you, every day.
Okay, that's a habit.
Yeah. Chris says I kiss the dogs more than I kiss him.
Yeah, I do that with Lacey too.
But Cooper, how can you turn on Cooper's face?
I mean, he just has that innocent little face like I did nothing wrong ever.
Do you think Lacey has any? She's smart.
Some days that girl, she's so smart that she definitely has some habits because... Well, like I was telling you this morning that, or tonight I was telling you that, and it's really gone back to ever since she got really, really sick several years ago. She used to eat dry puppy food, like no other. Like you just put it in her bowl, she scarfed it down, good to go.
Yeah.
Well, since she got sick, if Brian or I don't give her wet food mixed in with her dry food, she will not eat it.
Oh.
But she'll eat it dry for the boys.
That's interesting. She won't eat at my house.
Yeah, I know. So, like this morning, so last night, I think she just kind of eats her food sometimes too fast. And so not to be gross, but she threw up her dinner last night. So this morning, Brian's like, gives her wet food, scoops wet food in her bowl, and was like, "You're only getting wet food. You're only getting dry food today. You're not having any wet food." So he walks around in the kitchen trying to get his stuff ready, and she follows him around like, "What are you doing, Dad? You're missing part of my dinner, like my breakfast. I need more breakfast." So finally, he caved into her.
Oh,
and
Brian,
gave
those
her wet
puppy
food.
dog eyes, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, her habit is that I'm getting my food that I want, and you're gonna give it to me because this is how it is.
Yeah, she's spoiled rotten.
Yeah. Spoiled rotten is a habit, I'm sure.
Yes.
That she has. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else. I'm sure our husbands have a list of things we do that bother them.
It's probably a good thing that one of them isn't down here and that Chris is just being quiet. He's probably having a hard time biting his tongue right now.
I'm
because
sure.
like I said, I think everybody has more habits and pet peeves than what you think of. Or than, like what you realize that you have.
Yeah.
Everybody does. If you're out there listening to this and you don't have any pet peeves
about your
or habits, bad habits, or even habits, OCD moments, we need to know. We need to meet you by all means.
OCD is the worst. Because like when I'm at work, my desk has to be clean. There can't be anything on it. But at home, I could care less if my house is a mess. If I know nobody's coming over, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I do the dishes.
Do you?
75% of the time.
Okay, 7%. Yeah. Actually, I just thought about this when you said work. At my day job, I will only write in blue pen. I will not write with a black pen. I don't know. I think I got trained several years ago that like if you write in blue, then it doesn't look like it's been copied.
Oh.
Where black has been copied. So I only will write in blue.
And so that's funny.
And I can't have 50,000 things all over my desk.
Oh no.
Before I leave work. I have to make sure that it's
I make sure the keyboard's straight, the mouse is right. I wipe everything down.
No sticky notes.
She has a whole bunch on the computer screen.
Oh, Lan, that would bother me.
Bothers me so bad.
Beth has sticky notes all over, but then I don't help to the factor because I think recently I bought her more sticky notes.
Oh, why would you do that?
Yeah. Because they were like fun ones.
Oh, that's okay then. I like fun ones.
Yeah. Now there's fun sticky notes all over the place. Yeah.
See, that's funny about blue pens. In my career, you're only supposed to write in black.
Oh,
so everything's supposed to be black.
Yeah.
So I need all black pens.
Huh.
Which is odd.
Yeah. I
don't know. There's some people who write in pink and purple in the charts, and I'm like, that's illegal. Well, I don't know if it is or not. But they're not supposed to.
Right. And like, I don't like to write in pencil.
Oh, I love pencil. I've been using it a lot lately.
Really?
Yeah, we have a lead pencil at one of the places I work.
Okay,
like a one you click.
Most pencils are lead, Tracy.
No, like the mechanical pencils.
Okay,
that's
what there you go. Not lead.
And that one writes super nice. My handwriting sucks, but I like writing with that.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. But I've been using that, except for when I have to sign stuff or write stuff permanent, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Gosh. What else? You got anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I know.
We covered a lot, but not a lot.
I know. Some of our habits.
Yeah, I guess we kind of just went random.
Our listeners are now gonna know some of our habits about us.
They'll at least they don't know where we live.
Well, some don't. Yeah. Another thing. This just reminded me. You said one day, and I think about this periodically, like, which is so random because it's so little, but like we were talking about at night, I take all my rings off when I go to bed.
Oh yeah.
You sleep with all your rings on.
Yep. I don't take any of my jewelry off except for the shower. That's it. I don't.
Oh wait, you take them off to shower.
Yeah.
But you don't take them off to sleep.
No, I don't take my necklace off at all. My necklace is always.
But you leave your rings on all night. But you
Yep.
take your watch off.
Nope.
You sleep with your watch on?
Yep. I sure do.
If
I feel naked.
if I slept with my rings on, which my watch I have to charge, so I have to take that off. But if I slept with my rings on at night, I would seriously wake up with indents of my rings on my face.
See, I don't sleep with my hands by my face, so that's not a problem for me.
That's a habit for me.
I sleep with my hand on one of my dogs because that's a habit. I have to, if I can't feel one of my dogs, I can't sleep. I'm like awake to figure out where they're all at.
Right.
Yes, but be honest. How many times have I had to find a ring in the bed?
Several, because one of them is it fits, but it doesn't.
I got it. And so then it comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I take them off to shower.
Right.
Oh,
why wouldn't you just leave them on?
Because I don't want them to get stuck in my hair.
But you don't wash your hair every day.
I know, but I don't. I just always have. I thought it was better to take them off than to wear them in the shower.
But so if you go swimming, do you take them off?
No.
I don't take them off when I swim either. But wouldn't that be still getting them wet?
Yeah. But how often do I go swimming?
Well, like when we were in Arizona.
I only swam once.
True.
Because I was I sick or what was wrong with me?
You were napping a lot.
I was
That's
tired.
your habit.
Yeah.
You like to nap.
I get tired really easily.
Um,
We did go on a hike that wore me out.
and that you napped that day. Yes. Yeah. You were a napper.
My health issues make me want to nap.
But you don't take your rings off. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
I can't believe you do. But yours are a lot bigger than mine. Mine are small.
Not really.
Your wedding ring is huge.
And that's where I would be sleeping and have the indent on my face.
So you'd have a beautiful, huge diamond imprint.
On my cheek.
That'd be perfect.
Wouldn't that be great if I showed up to work with an imprint on my cheek?
Yeah. See, mine aren't that big. My biggest one maybe sticks up half an inch. Lisa, yours sticks up like an inch or more.
Tracy, let's be realistic.
Okay,
you do
maybe
not know what an inch even is.
This is an inch.
And people are supposed to know that. How?
Oh, from the first bend in your thumb up is 1 inch.
You only know that because I taught you that.
No, I learned that somewhere, not you.
Okay, well, it's not an inch. Like, yes, you're correct saying that on your thumb is an inch. My ring is not an inch tall.
But the rest of my rings are all flat against my skin except for one.
Mm-hmm.
So are yours except for your big one.
Right.
Yeah. So why do you take them all off and not just the ones on the hand you sleep on?
Well, because sometimes when I go to bed, Lacey usually goes to bed with me, and if she gets in bed first, then she lays where my feet go.
Oh.
So then sometimes I have to start off on my left side, but I'm a right side sleeper. That's my habit. So if I start on my left side, because she's at my feet and I can't get her to move. I try to get her to get up and move on Brian's spot, but her habit is she's laying at my feet.
When they're out, they're dead weight.
Yeah. Until the middle of the night. Then she comes up and sleeps by my back, and then I have paw prints on my back probably.
But she's warm.
She's 8 pounds.
I know, but she still has heat.
Well, I know. Sometimes I don't need the heat.
Our wiener dog gets hot. Man, holding her, I sweat to death sometimes.
She's little too.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So,
Yeah. So I think we've probably talked our habits and
I think, yeah.
OCD and pet peeves out of us.
I agree.
And
Maybe we can come up with a list for more and do a second one.
a second one.
We'll see.
Oh, Lan, Tracy, you are it. I tell ya. So, we could probably wrap it up.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get another margarita and relax for a little bit.
We need to work on this puzzle.
I know this puzzle sucks.
This puzzle is the beast of us, and we're probably still going to be doing it this Christmas, but we'll let you guys know. So, listeners, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to follow us on your favorite socials and wherever you listen to your podcasts at, and make sure to keep sipping. See you soon.